I stopped buying beef from the grocery store earlier this year, and not because it's trending right now, but because I learned more about how beef is raised here in the United States. I'm the last person that's ever going to tell you to stop buying beef altogether or to become vegan or a vegetarian. I love a hamburger way too much to ever do that. I am going to tell you why I made the switch from buying grocery store beef to buying in bulk from a family-owned and run farm on the East Coast, why I think you should consider it. So let's get into it. Over the last 3 years, I've spent a lot of time learning about regenerative agriculture in my own backyard. In rebuilding the soil, ditching chemical fertilizers, and growing vegetables the way nature intended. At some point, I had this moment where I thought, if I care this much about the food that I'm growing, why am I not applying the same standards to the food I buy? Here's the thing. Most people don't realize that conventional cattle in the U.S. is grain-fed. And that grain, usually corn and soy, is heavily sprayed with herbicides and other chemicals. One of the biggest ones is glyphosate, which is the main ingredient in Roundup. Now, I'm not here to scare you, but I am here to share what I've learned because it made me rethink what I was putting on my plate. There are studies showing that 80% of Americans, including kids, have detectable levels of glyphosate in their urine. And whether you think that's a big deal or not, the fact is, I work hard to avoid chemicals in my garden, so why would I ignore them in my beef? So I started digging deeper. I wanted beef that was raised the way I grow my food. No chemicals, no shortcuts, no rushing the natural life cycle of the animal, and definitely no grain that's been sprayed with a cocktail of herbicides. I wanted beef from cattle that lived on clean grass, on healthy soil, raised by people who actually care about the land and the animals. And that's when I found Dirty Dog Farm. Dirty Dog Farm is a small, family-run beef operation out of New York. They raise their cattle on clean, chemical-free pastures, no hormones, no pesticides, no herbicides, no push them to grow faster nonsense. They let the cattle grow on their natural timeline, not the commercial timeline that says time's up, send them off. And because of that, they actually have a wait list for their half cow and whole cow orders. You can't rush the process when you're doing things the right way. They also offer bulk ground beef, which is where I started. Now here's where I went a little woo-woo, so stick with me. Instead of getting their traditional ground beef package, I ordered their Primal Blend, which has organ meat mixed in already. And listen, no organ meat can sound intimidating. This blend is so well balanced, you don't taste anything different. I ordered 10 pounds of it. It has been life-changing. I'm planning to try their 1/8 of a share so I can get steaks and other cuts. I want to be really clear about something. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to tell you what you should be eating. And I'm not trying to demonize grocery store beef. This is just what matters to me. I grow clean food. I care about my soil and I care about what I put in my body. And I want the meat I eat to come from the same kind of system I choose to follow in my own garden. That's it. Once I found it, I couldn't go back. If you're thinking about making the switch, start local. Look for small farms in your area that raise cattle on clean pasture. Ask questions. If you can, go visit. You might be surprised by how many incredible farms are out there doing things the right way. I'm done with grocery store beef, and honestly, I've never felt better. If you want to see what I'm cooking with my Primal Blend, drop a comment below. Or if you've already made the switch to local beef, tell me where you buy yours. If this video got you thinking, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.